Greetings and welcome to this Two for Supper. I'm Tom.
And I'm Shannon.
Today, rather than sharing a meal, we're going to have a brief chat about Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper from two angles.
Volumes of information exist on this particular artist and this specific piece. Our purpose is to investigate and celebrate both Da Vinci and the Last Supper by briefly looking at this monumental work from two of its most influential angles: theology and pop culture.
Leonardo was by no means the first artist to take up a project on this pivotal moment in Christian tradition. The Last Supper became very popular subject matter during the Italian Renaissance.
For this seminal portrayal of the Last Supper, Da Vinci places all the disciples on one side of the table to display the response of each one at the news of Jesus' imminent betrayal. A quick internet search will show how much the Last Supper has been used in advertising and entertainment.
We plan to explore direct examples in our time where the work remains influential and inspirational for religion and culture across place and over 500 years. Without question, art promotes theological ideas, from the Holy Roman Emperor Charlemagne to individual places of worship. Works of art have been commissioned across religious traditions to illuminate sacred stories.
Artists use overt and covert methods to highlight specific theological ideas. For example, Da Vinci used the window behind Jesus to create a focal point halo. The painting in its space, the dining hall of a Catholic convent, creates a sense of the eternal within human experience, one regularly found during the moment of Eucharist.
One indicator of the power of art as theology comes via popular literature. Dan Brown's The Da Vinci Code sparked quite a debate following the phenomenal success of his fictional book with ties to Leonardo da Vinci and objects associated with the celebration of the Last Supper.
Polemic voices filled articles in academic journals and supermarket magazines, sermons, and books in the wake, not simply in reaction to Brown's novel, but due to the importance of this crucial moment in Christian tradition.
The Last Supper narrative exists in all four of the New Testament Gospels. For liturgical Christian traditions, like the Catholic Church, the Last Supper becomes the central point of the Mass, as celebrated in the Eucharist. For sacramental churches, the prayers and rituals surrounding the Eucharist take place on the altar, the focal point, substantively and symbolically, in the sanctuary.
In a suburb north of Atlanta, in the Deep South Bible Belt, a Catholic church has a rendering of Da Vinci's Last Supper on the altar. Much can be inferred, but for today, there is no question this classic work of art plays an important theological role, perhaps not as a visual reminder of the apostles' response to betrayal, but rather a cue to a community of believers who come week in and week out to offer thanks and to follow the command of Jesus, to eat and drink the bread and wine, the Holy Communion of the blood and body of Jesus.
In 1970, Judy Chicago took the supper setting and flipped it. Or better yet, she multiplied it by 3. Her installation style mixed media piece, The Dinner Party, takes Da Vinci's frame of capturing one side of the table and adds cultural twists. Rather than 13 men who become prominent in Christian history, Chicago's epic work contains no actual people.
Instead, the dinner party contains 39 elaborate place settings arranged in a triangular table for famous women, mythical and historical. The triangle or delta can be read as a symbol of women and their power in creation. This feminist take on the Last Supper can be viewed in New York's Brooklyn Museum.
Pop culture takes many shapes and sizes. Micro sculptor Willard Wiggin took the larger than life Last Supper and created a tiny tribute to Leonardo da Vinci's iconic painting. Wiggin reduced the 12 apostles and Jesus at the table to fit into the eye of a needle.
This minuscule sculpture is in full color. It took 4 months to complete using materials that include Kevlar, gold, and pieces of cable tie. An exhibit with this marvelous piece just closed in Manchester, England. Check willard-wiggin.com for the current display schedule.
Many other artists, including Dali and Warhol, completed versions of the Last Supper inspired by Da Vinci's work. I imagine the trend will continue for many years as this piece is so deeply embedded in the world of religion and pop culture.
I believe you're correct about that. I understand one of the activities at the Georgia Renaissance Festival includes a 30-minute chat with Leonardo himself. That sounds fantastic. What would you ask a great thinker like Da Vinci? Shall we have supper now?
Point well taken. That's all for this twofer.
I'm Shannon.
And I'm Tom. Check back often for other podcasts, and thanks for listening.